Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kenos. I'm here with Slackosaurus Rex, and we are in another third of a best of thirds series in these semifinals. Phoenix, Northern Storm. Northern Storm bringing it back for a clutch win there after losing game one relatively handily. All right, Slack, we're down to the wire here. Where do you focus? What do you try to improve on for both teams?
Yeah. Um, I wish I could say, hey, Ace, try to play safe, but
I mean, you can't
the
play
rules,
safe when a nocturne.
right, you can't really play safe when you got a Nocturne and a giant shark right under you. And that's really, really hard to deal with. Play through Lofi. Um, Outside of that, Northern Storm, ban the Kled, please. Ban the Kled. Don't put Lofi back on it. Obviously, show that he is very strong on it, but I don't think that you need to worry about the Singed. Yeah, Singe is a good ban, but Kled's very very dangerous right now.
Yeah, Singed wouldn't have been able to clean up that barren pit like they did in game two.
Right. That no, absolutely no way.
Yeah, I mean that's a big focus. I was mentioning earlier when we were swapping between the streams here about how impactful the first pick is going to be in this, because so many of these teams, as we've seen from the bans that they've been throwing out, have overlapping champ pools. You've got the Sivir as an option, you've got the Vigar as an option, you've got the Vi, the Nocturne. There are so many things that can be picked up and banned here. And so Phoenix, being the, let's say, home team for this, has quite an edge in that regard.
Right. And it's like, do you ban the Vigard? You know,
Hmm.
that's got to be something you got to assume that they might do. Either team.
Still taking that Kale off the board.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Kale's too strong of a pick right now. And see, I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that.
I think it's just the fear reputation.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
Taking the Vi, I don't know. I mean, honestly, considering all the crazy stuff that Nocturne was doing,
I
I might leave the Vi up.
Right. I mean, right now we're looking at the same pick and ban so far, um, as last time. Just
Hmm.
want to give a shout out to Gotta Get Lucky for that Twitch Prime. Subscribe for 12 months.
And the Malphite ban. So there's the Malphite that there were questions about bans in set one. Now here it is in set two.
Are we gonna see a Morgana ban though?
I think it's gonna be a
Morgana?
Thresh. Oh, Nocturne.
Nocturne.
That's a respect. I mean, Spicy at me of all people saying Nocturne get banned. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
You left it open. We're gonna take it.
And that's the problem with Phoenix. What do you ban? I mean, you want Ace to have Anivia? No. You want, I mean, Lofi, you can ask whether or not Lofi on Singed is good or not. I think it's still just the fact that he's so different. All right, so
Taking the Thresh
yeah,
away from
Northern Storm
Dragon's.
uses their fourth ban to take Thresh away. Not surprising. Might take the Vigar here as well.
I would not be surprised if they took the Vanguard here. Be very, very smart. Although they might go for okay, they're going right for the 80 carry.
Yeah.
Put Fawn right back on that Tristana. Man, they're putting a lot of faith in that. Putting a lot of faith in that.
And he's been able to survive some sticky spots, plus his ability to take down towers. I actually really, that's my least favorite thing about Tristana. Hey guys, let's make an ADC even better at dealing damage to turrets.
Right. And then Galio. Putting Gregosaurus back on that Galio. I like this idea.
Yeah, just grab the Galio right away. You don't want him to ban out Gregosaurus. Let him ban out Ace. He's got a deep enough pool, though they might grab the Vigar here. That's the question, right? Because if you don't grab the Vigar, Baconlicious probably will. Looks like Alan Z's going to go in for the Zac. Alright, so it's just top lane and mid left. Baconlicious might go for the Fizz again. but he
I
does
wouldn't.
like Vigar.
True. I wouldn't be surprised if he went with either.
Two tanks though so far for Phoenix. We saw how durable that Galio can become. It looks as though Northern Storm might be hedging their bets, expecting the Kled to come back. Shen did hold his own against that Kled top very well.
So do you ban him out? That's the real question. Do you ban out the Kled that, yes, you were able to shut him down in the early stages, but he didn't die until, 30 minutes into the game?
Right. I would say they don't ban the Kled because they have the Shen. I think they're comfortable against the Kled um, because they have the Shen to kind of lock him down a little bit. Very interesting. Yeah, so the Kled is still on the table. I mean, there's also so many other possible picks. Darius, um, other powerful things. Take out the Syndra. So they're fine with the Vigar going through, clearly. But Northern Storm kind of is as well. Northern Storm is getting the last pick here, so they could counterpick the mid lane if they choose to. Their other pick is going to be Spicy Hot Meme in the jungle. Knows he's going against his Zac. Could see Hecarim. Could see a Mumu. Do see the Amumu. Okay, that's a big one for Spicy Hot Meme. He is incredibly good with that Amumu.
Yeah, I think one of the first games that I ended up seeing of Spicy Hot Meme, he pulled out the Mumu and did really, really good things. I fully support this. You're going up against a Zac. That's really good. Awesome. Both of them have very good jungle clears, so a lot of good survivability. I'm intrigued to see, and there's, yep, they're going to put Ace right back on that Vigar. So,
Very interesting. I mean, little bit better matchup for him this game, I think, compared to game 2. There isn't going to be anyone necessarily really diving on him unless Baconlicious does something like Zac.
don't do it. You're not going to do it. Oh my god, we're going to see a Teemo. Okay.
Satan himself has joined Phoenix.
Okay. All right. So I have some choice words, but I want to see what pick is going to be for the mid lane before I start going in here.
That fits into Baconlicious and Northern Storm's game plan of kill Ace.
Okay. All right, I'll let you say your 2 cents before.
Before you unleash on Teemo. All right. Well, I like that these teams are both, let's say, serious builds here. We got the Zac, we got the Galio, we got the Thresh, we got the Shen, we got the Amumu. All lots of durability, all lots of CC potential. I'm interested about the Teemo up in this top lane. I think that Spicy Hot Meme and Shen can ruin his life if they get the opportunity to. And I think a lot of it is going to come down to if they just all in on Ace again. I don't think their kit necessarily allows them to do that as well as it did in game 2. But, we'll have to see if they're able to bring out that focus or not. As long as Ace positions himself well, I think he'll survive longer. But we will see if it's long enough.
Yep. So, all right, here we go. So if people know me and they look at my match history or just look at my profile in general, they know I like Teemo. And Teemo wins this lane. He wins this lane. It's unless if a Mumu shows a lot of lane pressure against Teemo, he's gonna win this lane against Shen because Shen's not gonna be able to do his Spirit's Refuge every 5 seconds. Like Teemo's gonna be able to run up, auto Q, auto him, and just be done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it gets into later stages, it depends on how Lofi decides to build him. Now, there's a lot of lockdown when it comes to Northern Storm, and Teemo doesn't like lockdown. He likes to be free. He likes to run and roam and do his merry little thing. So if he gets hit by a Thresh Hook or a Mumukyu or even a Shenton, it's he'll be dead, and they'll immediately turn and they'll start going to Vigar or Sivir. It just this will be very dangerous. I'm going to make this statement now. I feel very strongly that their win condition is going to be through the for Phoenix. It's going to be through their mid lane and their bot lane. Um,
So
for Northern,
a normal game for Phoenix then.
right. They're going to put all uh, Envy's back on Sivir. Cool. We're gonna see if we have like another. What was it 6-0-9 game one?
7, I think.
Oh, okay. Uh, did tons of damage. Was very relevant. No one could kill it. Cool. Gregosaurus, very strong on the Galio. We saw it in game one. 1-1 and 14. Let's see if Fawn has it now going into his third game on Tristana is going to be able to shut down the Sivir, and if Thresh is going to be able to make enough plays to help shut down the Sivir. Because if you shut down the Sivir and then force everything on the Vigar, and with how their team is, and you brought it up with the Malzahar lock in, that completes what their team comp is. Lock down, have Tristana just bounce everywhere, get resets, and get kills. So what I think is going to end up happening this game is Teemo's going to get an early lead. Amumu's going to be drawn to the top. Zach is going to be able to help bot lane. Envy's going to be able to get fed. That's how I see this comp starting before even the game loads in. So I'm going to say, off of just draft, that Phoenix has a very high chance of winning.
I don't know. We'll see. I think that Phoenix has better skins, but I think that the thing that Timo might bring to the table that Kled did not is a third reliable target. A third person who can act as bait to get them off of the Sivir and the Vigar. So
True.
I think that might help a great deal. But like I said, compared to game one or game two, where there is no real way to get away from the Nocturne, focusing down whoever he wants. Now we have a game where there is still lockdown, but you can make them work for it. And I think that could end up making all the difference, but we'll see. I do like
And
the tanks are more disruptive now. The Galio and Zac are very disruptive and can work with that too.
true. I want to bring this up before things start getting out of hand. Dark Harvest on Teemo. Cool. I like it. The later the game goes, that's going to scale up and get very scary. Unsealed Spellbook on Sivir again.
And
So,
if it ain't broke,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looks like another defensive lineup this time. They're not going to go for any cheeky plays. Not yet, anyhow.
and before it gets crazy, let me also shout out to Twitch Prime subs. Assuming, of course, your Twitch Prime sub is working. Mine currently is not, which is very obnoxious. We appreciate all of your investment and interest and enthusiasm. We'd like to see someone try to take that cheer crown away from Arcane Soda. He's been sitting unchallenged for the last hour and a half. And looking forward to seeing how this game plays out.
Alrighty. And with that, we're already seeing, just looking at how they're kind of lining up. I'm intrigued because if I'm not mistaken, it's probably gonna go. Amumu's gonna go blue. Wolves maybe wraps, then to red, and then try to get the team up. You get that level 3 early, and then try to get Teemo as quickly as possible. Either that or blue-red then Teemo, level 2. We'll see.
Probably won't be a steal this time, though, which definitely threw off that Jarvan early.
Yeah, you're not going to have somebody that's going to be able to get that as quickly as some of the other champions.
Well, not even so much quickly, just the way that things are working since Zach, they didn't start at, you know, opposite sides. They started on the same side. But we'll see. We're not going to see that Shen walking weird. We're going to go back to the bot lane. No pizza on the Sivir this time. Getting serious hardcore blood moon.
Hey, you got finals on the line here, and I think that's something that us as casters we're not, you know, emphasizing super hard here. But yeah, I mean this is gonna decide who goes up against what. So before we have anything big that happens, actually, let me hold that as we have Zach invading.
Oh, so much for not having sneaky stuff going on. Alonz just throwing down a ward. Sees Spicy Hot Meme.
Okay.
Hang on.
They are rotating.
Ace is here too. They're all here. Spicy Hot Meme has to blow the flash. Ace throws down the prison. That's going to be a very sad meme. Blinded, dead, first blood. All right.
Really good rotation there.
Phoenix taking no prisoners. Unfortunately, red buff called itself leashed. I don't think Alonz is going to be able to take this. Oh, Shen tries to steal on Lofi, doesn't manage to get it. Lofi's going to take a little bit of damage there, but the blind is helping him quite a bit. Lofi willing to fight this. I don't know if this is the right call or not, but here we go. Lofi is still going in, does land the blind. 2 more hits, gets the flash, flashes forward as well. Poison over time. Oh my god.
Yeah, there it is.
Satan has landed. Alright. And they did get the red buff as well. Actually, no, did. No, Mumu got it.
I'm impressed by that. I'm impressed by that.
Ace, 20 stacks. Sees Spicy Hot Meme coming. Apparently half his team does too. Alright, you were going to talk about something about the finals on the line and all that jazz.
Right. So let me ask you this. Based off how this series goes, or off this series went, what team do you think would have a good shot at taking out White Wolf from what we just saw in the last set and these last 2 games?
Well, with all due respect to White Wolf and their incredible accomplishment today, I think it's whatever team can press the ban Swain button first. But on a more serious note, I think that Phoenix would probably have a better shot with it. They have the most threats available on the board. That's the thing about them. Especially in this game. I mean, there are very good players on Northern Storm. There is no denying that. The issue that Northern Storm is having, particularly in this game, in this series, is that they are being completely reactionary. All of their picks seem to be coming from what can we take away from Phoenix. And so, if they end up getting into that mindset and not letting their own flavor kind of come out, they may end up being in a little bit more trouble there. So it's difficult to say. I would say that Phoenix has a better shot, but if Northern Storm is able to flex their muscles and get out there, I think they could definitely do it as well.
Okay. Okay. I feel that that's a very valid point. And yeah, I think that, in my opinion, off of what I've seen from White, they are very well-oiled machine, and like how you said, Northern Storm, they're very reactionary. So I do feel that if it ends up hitting to the point where they where they need to go against White Wolf, I don't know if Northern Storm would win. But if Phoenix makes it through, that's something, you know, it'll be similar to how Northern Storm is right now. You have a lot of bans that you need to get against Phoenix. And with something like Phoenix and having Ace's massive champion pool, Gregosaurus being a really big target as well, Envy, you have to, you know, keep mindful of him. And then Lofi, he has, as we've seen, an arsenal of choices. White Wolf might have a problem with that as well.
Gregosaurus trying to land a taunt here. Fortunately, moves a little too slow. I did like how White Wolf kept it very close to the chest, who they don't necessarily feel like playing against. I know at least some of the members are watching right now. If you guys have changed your mind, feel free to shout out in the chat. Gregosaurus is almost to 6 here. We did see an attempted gank up there on Lofi earlier. The Amumu already with the Predator boots, so Meme is doing meme things. Ace is coming up for a gank. Going around the backside, probably pushing Amaya a little too far here. Ace does have his elite button available. Lofi actually baiting the Shen. Here comes the AoE. Delete button's gonna delete.
Yeah, and that puts Viger at 2-0. That's
Meanwhile,
unfortunate.
here comes Meme. Envy, you might want to do a defensive ult here. Oh, great spell shield. No defensive ult, unfortunately. Probably should have popped that immediately. But, you know, what can you do? Not get hooked, hopefully. So
lots of plates coming down off of top side.
Yeah, probably a lot of plates going to come down off of bot side, too, if everyone stays here.
Yeah, with that kind of a wave, you can expect at least 2.
Yep, Envy's here to decide to stick around. Big play there. Spell shields the ult, though. That's still going to be a dead Sivir, but does get the Thresh. And they get top turret. Alright, first turret for Phoenix. Ace, 2-0, 60 stacks. Zach is here. Going in on Fawn. Gonna bubble it up, pull it back under. Gregosaurus is here too. Taunt lands, that's a dead Yordle? Yes. Power and damage over time. Sivir also teleported, I believe. Down in the backside there and then switched over to Flash.
Yeah, and now we're looking at, you know, Zach taking the Ocean Drake. So
Ocean Drake's going to be huge for these guys here. Get Teemo that additional mana. Get Sivir that additional mana.
Give Zach that additional regen on his HP.
Right. It's great for every member of their team. And
Phoenix came to play this this game right here.
And this is the most aggressive we've seen with turrets as well today. Most turrets haven't fallen until the plating's down, but they got first turret with all the plating.
Yeah, sub 10 minutes too, which that's really impressive.
And they only lost 1 plate down in the bot lane, almost 2. Good rotation there by Alonzi. Gregosaurus just hanging out. Maybe thinking about doing something cheeky. Does not have flash available. Oh, Envy gets a little grab there. High damage there on the Thresh. Probably not going to get to take him down. Oh! Reminder that Fawn does a lot of damage.
And that's kind of why I feel like they keep going on that. You know, Fawn getting a couple of crits out there. That was really, really good.
Right, Spicy Up meme has been spotted here. Don't do it, Alonzi. What are you doing? Stop it. Thank you. Puts him on notice. Don't want to put him on too much notice, though.
and now we're kind of resetting on what's going on here.
Second Ocean Drake coming up here. Teemo bullying the heck out of Maya-chan. You know, Maya, maybe you're doing better if you had boots. You'd walk a little bit better. No? Okay. Malzahar coming up, though. Is gonna... Somehow knows where the mushroom is. That's interesting. Probably just anticipating it. Or pathing is saving his life.
That could be it as well. But yeah, those are very well placed mushrooms all over.
Oh. Whoa! I don't even know what happened there. Looks like a misclick? Oh, Ace is still dead.
Canceled.
Fi-
Oh, and
Here comes the Galio, but it's not gonna... Oh, big knockup though. Ace might actually be able to get out of here. Lots of damage. Nope, but here comes the Zac. Good blast cone there. LNZ might be a little too far. Oh, that's an interaction I've never seen before. No one else is here to help though, so this is gonna be 2 kills.
yeah, forcing Zac not to be able to take his full range.
Greg, you gotta get out of there. What do you... Oh, the teleport's coming in to save him.
You can't cancel teleports right now.
Game,
No blind is
Game of
available.
Throws. Everyone is going to die except Sivir. What are you doing, Phoenix?
My God. And WD Fun just got so much off of that.
My God. Like, it was bad enough. Yeah, there was... Yeah, okay. So, from Phoenix looking like they had this game locked down, had all the momentum, suddenly they give all the kills to Fawn. Fawn is now sitting 600 gold up on Envy the Serpent.
Now, mind you, Fawn also has finished their IE, and that's a huge power spike. Not only do you have the crit, but the crits are gonna do an additional 25% damage, and that's, I mean, you're already doing 200% of what you normally are hitting with a normal crit. Now with IE, 225%. So.
All right. So we do have going for the Guardian here. Herald, rather. Herald has really not been doing any work today. I feel as though we've...
Absolutely not.
I feel as though we've seen better out of her, and I think that she should apply herself.
And they might actually do that because I think with one down tier 2 to like probably somewhere around the 15% HP marker based off of its HP right now. So you just gotta have Lofi push it out. We'll probably see LNZ come on up and take care of that.
All right, we have Northern Storm setting up for Dragon here. Like we said, it's another Ocean Drake. LNZ trying to be cute, doesn't manage to. Okay.
And what I want to bring something up real fast. WD Fountain's doing something that is very, very impressive, and what that is he is sitting pretty much under turret and does not leave his turret, forcing Sivir just to like push it out, not be able to do anything because like WD Fountain has really, really good wave clear, but like Sivir can't do anything against that, you know?
Oh, here's that split push up in the top lane. Interesting place to put the Guardian, but is going to get a big hit on this turret. Boom.
Yeah,
all right.
there it goes.
Now you're doing work. Congratulations.
They got to send somebody up here. They got to send somebody up here really fast.
They got the Malzahar coming up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. There is the emphasis on the Dragon there. They do manage to get it. Teemo kills the Shen. Missed that. Sorry about that, guys. They're going to get this turret real quick. They should probably get out. Oh, there's the ult, but that's going to lead to him dying as well. More than likely. Yep. All right, now probably get out of there. Spicy App Meme is going to bust out those Predator shoes. Already has them. Does do the flash. Zac does not have flash available. Doesn't get hooked, though. So,
He does have ulti
blast
just in
cone.
case.
Yep.
Oh, he could. I don't know. Maybe not.
All right. So Sivir is getting some more poke down on Fawn as well here. Galio comes back down.
Like I said, Fawn is just not leaving under. So
the top base cleared out. from no turrets before 14 minutes to the top entire 3 turrets in 16 minutes.
Now we're seeing that momentum shift again, almost a 4K gold difference on the side of Phoenix versus, Northern Storm. So,
Which is very interesting because, I mean, it still doesn't necessarily feel like there's that big of a difference between the two teams. Though this Teemo, 2,000 gold up on the Shen.
right, and like I said, he is going to stomp this Shen. He is going to be able to dominate it. And unfortunately, here comes the Mumu.
Yeah, here comes the Amumu. We'll see what happens here.
Mumu does have ulti.
Yeah, Lofi's dead.
Yeah, give that gold over to Amaya.
Little too overconfident there by Lofi there. Stuck around, should have been running.
Yeah, I just should have cut it back. Just kept running back, and then just dropping his.
All right, we'll see if Vigar gets in trouble here. Chaos and Fawn are coming in. Does manage to get out. Meme throws down a control ward here. Is going to see the Zac coming in. Oh, the stun just barely misses there. Turret might go down. Baconlicious really wants this. Nope, doesn't get it. Ace at 120 stacks. Still might get caught here, though. Yep, here they come. Ace sees it. There's the ult. Gregosaurus is here to help, though. Does land a big taunt. Here comes the Shen as well, though. Zac's doing a big thing under Tower. Tower does not land as many hits as it wants. Great flash by Ace. Here comes the Galio again. Alonz does have ult or passive available. Flash from Fawn.
Hit the turret. Oh. Hit the turret.
No one's hitting the turret. Fawn gets away with 38 hit points. Still no one's hitting that turret. Envy's not really that involved in these fights so far, which is rather unfortunate. It's gotta start making some, gotta get more involved, Envy.
Yeah, and I think it's just because all the fights keep happening when Envy isn't available. So,
I mean, clearly one of the issues is that with how these fights are going for Phoenix, is that there are no other targets other than Ace. So
Lofi getting caught out.
Lofi is Ace, what are you doing? Ace does manage to sidestep the taunt. That was the craziest teleport we've seen in a while. Just like so obviously, they're so terrified of Ace. What can Ace? Oh, we're missing Envy getting work done. They should just go in. Yeah, there we go. Just kill Ace. It's so simple. Spicy at me might have thought that he had ult there.
He does have ult. He does have it available now.
Yeah, he just get it now, so he's going to go back in. Oh, good flash there. I can appreciate that. Delete button, fire damage. That's 2 kills up in this top lane. They're going to get this inhibitor. Inhibitor at 20 minutes.
Not even just that, but mid's going down. We have another Ocean Drake that's going to be coming in, the 3rd Ocean Drake of the game, as well as Baron coming up in now. Yeah, it's up now.
Yep. Baron's up now. Everyone respawning in about 14 seconds. All right, so they have taken out that that top row. As Arcane Soda said, Lofi is trying to speed run the game. He's doing pretty good about it. They're going for this blue buff. I'm not sure who they're going to give it to. Probably the Zac. Nope, they give it to the Sivir. Now she can really use those mana shields. Doesn't look like they're really committing too much to the dragon. Sivir wanting to go back with 2,000 gold. Don't blame her.
Yeah, I'd be able to finish that static by the sounds of it.
Oh, hook there on Lofi, but no follow-up. All right, Lofi might be in a little bit of trouble here. You do not want to run headfirst into all these other Yordles, my friend.
That one auto doing a chunk of HP.
Okay, so we got some mushrooms set up here, but we got the 2 of the weakest members of. Oh, you're not.
He obliterated.
So I guess Vagar's online now. Can confirm.
Alrighty.
But I mean, here's the problem with Ocean Drake, of course, is that that doesn't really help too much with like your pushing potential or anything like that. You know, I mean, it helps sustain in fights, but you have to win a fight first, right?
Right, and I mean, and not even just that, but it does can help chain potential. You know, you forcing it in, um, and then you're able to sustain outside of that. You start little skirmishes, you run away, you heal up, you come back, and you're doing a lot more.
All right, so Meme has to at least believe this is happening, sees that it's happening. Ace is here once again to zone, dodges the hook. Got to look out for the steal, though. No steal.
Oh, no steal.
Alonzi very on point with this. Ace is just acting as bait. He doesn't even care. Man, everyone just kill me, whatever. My team is tearing your team apart. So Meme and Amaya both go down. That's both tanks obliterated. I mean, unless Thresh is hiding a lot of hit points. Nope. Alright, so 4 members of Phoenix pushing straight down the mid here. Northern Storm can... I think they can still hold the line, but they got to play smart here. Don't...
Yeah, you can't force a fight, and right now that
Chaos just forced a fight. Yep, Envy's just getting fed now. From 1-1 to 4-1. Though, Fawn's back. Fawn is getting into position here. So they... Very, this is uncharacteristic of Phoenix, but I like seeing it, where they're taking what they can get and leaving. They almost never do that. Might see this ward here. Still there from when Spicy at Meme threw it down when they were trying to take that turret. 7 turrets to 0. Jeez.
Yeah, this is just a showcase right now. You know, 8K, and it's only going to get more as they're going to be able to just keep pushing and farming. But Northern Storm, what do they got to do to get out of this? Stop trying to focus the Lofi Senpai. You got to Ace in his Vigar. He's 3, 4, and 6, and he's just kind of going unnoticed. Yes, he doesn't have much farm, but he's somebody that is somebody to be reckoned with.
I mean, I think that, like we were saying earlier when we were talking about who would be best against White Wolf, Northern Storm today has been doing a lot of... they have been letting Phoenix define them. I think that the playstyle they're doing now is one that is entirely based out of fear of the players on Phoenix. Which, you know, is not necessarily the worst way to play, but on the other hand, when they tunnel vision so hard on one character, they forget everyone else.
True.
Alright, so we'll see what this push turns into. Shen is stuck up in the top lane dealing with the super minions. There won't be another super minion coming, though, in that mid lane, so inhibitor turret is respawning.
Yeah, you have to assume that they have to try to force a fight, but to a point where you're going to hopefully win. But when he does so much damage with a single Q.
Meme trying to get a good angle there, not able to. All the outer turrets are now down. Baconlicious takes huge damage. Oh, here comes the Sivir. Just doing it to try to force them back a little bit. Alright, here comes the look with the Amumu. Doesn't grab as many people as they would like. Does get the Teemo, though. Amaya's in the back line. Here comes the Galio ult, mostly just to try to get some ground there. Very, very, very weak Teemo there. Lots of flashes being used entirely to evacuate. Ace is in the back line while his team pushes forward. Envy tries to pick off the Mals there, not quite able to do it. This should be game.
That's going to be GG. Yeah, that W is going to take him out.
Lofi went home and teleported straight back from 0 health to full health. Got some little bit of BM teleporting there. Phoenix.
Alrighty. Okay, so
that was a statement.
that was a statement. They took their foot off the pedal once, and it almost swayed the game heavily into Northern Storm's favor. But Northern Storm, they didn't capitalize on it, and next thing we know, we saw them put their foot right back on that pedal, step down, and they just went for it.
Yeah, that was crazy. And like I said, it was a story of too many things to ban out. What are you gonna ban out? You let the Sivir gets through thanks to the home field advantage, which I believe Phoenix will get in the finals as well. So that's something you're gonna have to keep in mind. I mean, okay, so you're White Wolf watching these games. How how do you expect to deal with this? What are you gonna ban out? What are you gonna focus on?
Sivir and Vigar. Uh, Anivia, I mean, you look back at week 4, and the Anivia was a good pick for Ace, but man, oh man, I I got I gotta say, um, you just gotta ban the Vigar. Vigar is way too strong. Um, I I'm I'm gonna have to go ahead and say focus on top lane and the Vigar and the Sivir. Those are gonna be your three.
All right. Well, we have the bot lane in the interview room here, so I will hop over there and drag you with.
Okay.
Hey guys, let me just drag Slack in here.
All right.
All right, so we got Evil Envy and Gregosaurus. Um, so we've got you guys did the same bot lane in the games you guys won. So let's talk about the one that you lost first. What do you think you guys could have done better game two?
Um, I think we could have, uh, since the jungle wasn't focusing bot and we had a lead, we really needed to dive bot 'cause they were playing really passive all game, and that was the only way to push my lead is misfortune, and we didn't dive, so mid got ahead and they just snowballed off his.
Now, I mean, you did get a really good. eh, I'm gonna put in quotations dive. You were under turret and you ulted in a pretty good. I don't want to say a team fight. It was more of a really messy skirmish, and you guys ended up getting or coming out ahead in that, and that looked really good. Um, but then it just kind of kept it going downhill. Did you guys like try to go, okay, hey, we gotta lock down this fizz, or kind of what was your thoughts?
There wasn't really a lot that we could do, frankly. I mean, gonna throw Ace under the bus a little bit. When you get camped that heavily mid, and you can't really stop the Nocturne from diving your face all game, um, understandably the pressure has to go elsewhere than in the bot lane. So even though we were able to get some flashes here and there and get some decent fights here and there, we were never able to capitalize off of it as much as we should have been able to.
Oh, there's no throwing Ace under the bus. That was.
He was getting run over by the bus
Oh
already.
yeah, yeah. That was,
Like the bus mounted the curb to find him and run him over. You don't have to push him at all.
right. Yeah, he unfortunately got taken aside, and he was beaten and battered. They focused him, and I feel like they did a really good job with focusing him. And then this game, they were like, okay, so they have a Teemo top. Mind you, okay, I gotta ask real fast. Let's sidetrack here. Why Teemo top?
Just Lofi things. Lofi really wanted to play Teemo.
Yeah, I mean that's the condensed version. The longer version is that Lofi plays a lot of really goofy things, and nobody knows how to counter it. And Timo fits the bill pretty well.
Fair enough.
All right. So Gregosaurus, specifically a question for you. Obviously, people aren't like going to let you play Thresh anymore. That's just the world you're living in now. So what do you like about Galio that makes him such an effective pick for you?
Um, so as you saw in this game and in a lot of our other games in the past season, it's been kind of we're able to do pretty well in the bot lane and get an advantage for ourselves, and maybe we get a kill or two there, but I like to be able to impact other lanes as well, and there's no faster way to do that than literally flying there and landing on the enemy's face. So why not?
All right, fair enough. And then Envy, people keep letting you pick Sivir. Why is that?
I don't know. Like I honestly don't know. No one's really picks a counter besides Triss, which I don't really feel is a counter. She does the best and she can kind of match my wave clear on Sivir, but I mean most matchups, even if they can win like against Illusion, I just clear the wave and just force them to stay on the tower.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Why did you ban Sivir?
We were thinking they were going to take Sivir first pick,
And you're scared of Sivir?
and I don't want to lane against Sivir.
Okay, okay. Um, so then let me ask you this. When when you were in first game and you had, you know, Lowy in the game and you know everything else that was going on, you know, who who was or how was it that you guys were like, hey, this is how we're going to get me fed? And I mean, what was it? 7-0-9 was what you guys finished on the end with Sivir, and then Gregosaurus, I believe you finished 1-1-14. That was, you guys were putting on a clinic that game.
Yeah, usually our plan bot is to just me and Greg go in knowing we're going to win the lane. A little cocky, but we just assume that we're going to get ahead in the lane, and we just have Brock focus mid or top, and whenever he can, I push in lane so he can invade, and usually we just capitalize off the picks I get from the invades.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that definitely does sound like a good plan. So, speaking of going in with the thought that you're going to win, um, we have Ace worrying that you're throwing off their strategy. Um, you're going up against White Wolf, who ran a very heroic championship race today. What are your thoughts about your opponent here in the finals?
I was told I'm not allowed to be toxic. So, um,
I think that's in the contract you signed, yes.
yes, it is. I feel like this is actually a bit more of a toss-up series than our previous matchup from the season would indicate. I think Jeff called it out right before the game. Like he wasn't sure how serious we were going to take it, and then we locked Vayne mid, so that ought to answer your. We didn't play normally in that series, and I don't know if White Wolf's ready for the normal us. So we'll find out.
You want to throw anything in there, Envy?
Uh, no, I don't have much to throw in. I'm pretty bad at scouting the other teams in the league. I
Fair
just kind
enough.
of do
I,
whatever
I,
it
here,
tells me to do.
here. Let me tell you what. Let me slide you something. Through the digital space here. It's got Swain scribbled out in crayon, and you can figure the rest out on your own.
Um, so I got two last questions. That's all I got. So question one, in game one, I'm gonna let you guys kind of do the flaming for me. Did you guys notice the double phage, Alawi?
Yeah, we noticed that.
So what was going on in the comms when you guys saw that?
Oh,
We tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and we tried to figure out, well, what would he need two phages for?
And then he sold it.
And then he sold it. And I'm not allowed to be toxic.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, now question two, and this is kind of a shout back to Wednesday night. The Let's Talk About the League. Gregosaurus, did you happen to watch that?
I watched bits and pieces of it, yeah.
Did you happen to watch the ending?
Refresh my memory, maybe.
So there was a question that was asked on who is the superior
Oh, right.
dinosaur.
Mhm.
I want to know your answer, whether it's
Well,
me or you.
I guess you'll just have to play next split, and we'll have a new dino battle and find out.
I like that. I like that. I might have to step down from casting and become a player. We'll
The only
see.
thing I know for sure is that Trufflesaurus is not the best because he lost to me last season. So
Ooh,
throwing that out there.
rough.
Oh,
What happened to not being toxic?
yeah, I was about to say what.
He's not playing, fine.
All right. We've taken up enough of you gentlemen's time. Congratulations. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interesting strategery, especially now that you've thrown away all the company secrets in this interview.
Uh,
Yeah, thanks, Norm.
they were so funny.
All right. You guys take care.
Thank you.
You do.
All right. So with that, we are wrapping up this cast. Congratulations, Phoenix and White Wolf. We've got the fancy splash art here. Going into the finals, that would be next week. We have Queen Lizabeth saying Apex Predator Battle, Phoenix versus Wolves. I'm not sure how that will work out for the Wolf in that situation, but whatever. Slack, I'll give you 15 seconds. Give me your bets right now.
My bets. Oh,
Just it's a best of five. Give
it's a
me.
best. Yeah, best of five. Best of five. I'm gonna say 3-1 Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna
That's
make a prediction because I'm just throwing you under the bus for that.
that's perfectly fine. I'm willing to take the.
Yeah, you have
And
that's your history, right? Throwing
I'm
out
I'm
guesses.
gonna right. I'm gonna say 3-1 Phoenix. Now it really comes down to how much White Wolf is gonna prepare. I said it, during the games today. Uh, White Wolf, they are a very well-oiled machine right now. But Phoenix has a lot of bans you have to ban out, and it's really, really hard. But I still got to put 3-1 on Phoenix, and that's that.
All right, sounds good. Well, for everyone here at the LCUS, thank you for watching. Come check out next week, Best of Five, Phoenix White Wolf, and you guys have a great week. Take care.